quite a few of you are going to cringe when I say this, but Jeff is by far the best healer in Marvel Rivals, hands down. If we're just talking healing capacity and the to be able to heal effectively, Jeff is 100% the best healer in Marvel Rivals. But he doesn't have a support ult. He doesn't have a support ult. Where's the support ult? Oh my God, shut up. I'm so sick of people saying that he doesn't have a support ult. He doesn't have a support ult. Jeff's value is not in having a support ult. Jeff's value is literally in being able to keep your team alive. On top of that, he can single-handedly take the healers out of the fight just by swallowing them and then running away. Who else is going to do that? I'm also very tired of hearing the pick rate conversation. Just because he's not picked that often doesn't mean he is a bad pick. That's literally not what that means. It just means most people don't pick him. And maybe that's because most people don't really play Jeff. Maybe they'd rather have the support ult. Maybe they'd rather have a different healing capacity. Maybe they want somebody that can revive faster, or they're just running a different team up. There's plenty of reasons why somebody wouldn't pick Jeff. One of the main reasons that I pick Jeff is because of mobility. He has by far the best mobility of any healer in the game. And that's not even crazy to say that. He literally can go underground. He can ride on walls, albeit not faster than somebody like Rocket can slide on walls and glide away. But Rocket literally has 2 jumps, 2 jetpack boosts, and then you're cooked if you're not on a wall. You're cooked after that. They're coming for you. All steam road ahead, bro. I just think that we should change the conversation around Jeff being that he is the worst healer. I think Jeff is the best healer because his mobility is great. He can't be ignored when you're shooting at somebody with your Aqua Burst. And on top of that, literally his ult is game-saving, game-changing material. If you swallow the whole team, granted, it doesn't happen as often anymore, but if you swallow the whole team, bro, that can lift and shift the entire game. Even if you swallow half the team, that could literally change the scope of the fight that you're in. If you swallow 3 out of 5 people on the team and you have 4 people on point, literally 4v3, they should clean that up easily. And you can keep one whole tank alive, literally keeping him in the fight, basically making him invulnerable to everybody. You could probably keep both tanks alive. I'll be honest. There's been many times where I've been stuck in a Groot ult and kept the entire team alive simply because I'm right there, I have bubbles, and I'm able to just keep bubbling every time the team gets low to give instant healing to the entire team. And what do you know? We survived the Groot ult, which is almost impossible to survive if you don't have that. A lot of the reason that Jeff gets the bad rap he has is because the people that play Jeff really don't know how to play Jeff. They're using too many bubbles. They don't have enough bubbles to get away. They're dying a lot. And you have to think about it. Jeff's hitbox is his entire freaking head. His entire head is his hitbox. Even though he has the reduced headshot damage, the reduction, all that stuff, literally you're just a floating head that can swim underground. And if you don't use your bubbles effectively to heal yourself, go underground to get away from people and skedaddle away, of course you're going to die a butt ton of times. There's no denying any of that. While we're on the topic of his bubbles, okay, a lot of Jeff players just spam bubbles all the time. Bubble here, bubble there, bubble that. You can literally have up to 6 bubbles free on the map at one time. That means if you put down 4 bubbles around the objective, people can just run into those bubbles when they're low and get an instant burst of healing. And then boom, you don't even have to think about it. You can just put the bubble back in the same place after you move on. And there you go. This is the same thing with freaking Necros clones. Everyone and their mom wants to play Spider-Man now, and nobody knows how to do anything except web zip, and that's it. Web zip and roll out and swing around the map. Nobody can hit a shot to save their life. But that's because they're not spending enough time on the character. You're hopping in a rank. You only got 2 hours played on the character. Brother, you're buns. You're terrible. And that just comes with time played. I'm not saying everyone's going to be good day one. Not even Necros was good day one that I know of. I don't know. I didn't watch Necros when he first started playing. But look, it takes time to learn the character. While we're on the topic of learning the character, my goodness, make sure you know your freaking team ups for every character. Because the team ups are really what make or break how good the actual character can be at its max potential. Jeff's team up with Luna, my god, chef's kiss. Allows you to just slow down the enemy while also doing a slightly increased damage boost to his normal freaking, what is it, Aqua Burst? Oh my god, it's amazing for if you're doing a capture the objective, if you're pushing cart, any of that, because it slows everybody down. All of your DPS can just fly in and kill everyone. How can you not like that? On the topic of killing everyone, I understand that in higher ranks, Jeff is more of like, he's not even a healer in higher ranks. He's more of the third healer, but he's really just flanking and being quote unquote term DPS Jeff the entire time, just antagonizing their healers, shooting Aqua Bursts over and over again. Because what are you going to do? Ignore him? No, you're going to have to shoot at him. You're going to have to turn around and give him some sort of attention. So I could see how he could be more of a flanker than an actual healer. But when he's actually healing, he is the best healer, I promise. The best thing about playing Jeff is when you get the team so far out of position that they're no longer on point, they're no longer on cart. They're literally just chasing you. They're literally just chasing you around the map, shooting at walls, shooting at the ground, trying to kill you the entire time. It's literally the best feeling. Because at that point, you've already gotten into their head. You've already made so much chaos that they can't even stay on point while you're aqua bursting them in the back of the head. There's no other healer in the game that can do this besides maybe Rocket, but I don't think Rocket has the same escapability that Jeff has, while also being able to heal himself to a degree that's going to keep him alive while running. Like, yes, you could heal yourself while you're running with Rocket, don't get me wrong, but it's not healing yourself nearly enough to stay alive when you're getting shot in the face, I promise. Now, Rocket is another healer that we can probably make another video about, because nobody wants Rocket either unless there's a Punisher or a Bucky, because again, no support ult, but that's a topic for another discussion. Now back to Jeff. Because I have spent over 100 matches playing Rocket at just about a 50% win rate, maybe a little bit lower. Look, I'm a support player. There's not really much I can do to help the team win. If I'm healing everybody, look, I did my job. Look, I'm keeping you guys alive. I'm keeping you guys in the fight. There's not really much more that I can do to support you guys. I'm literally shooting from the back lines, trying to get some people aqua bursted down. And then on top of that, keeping the tanks alive in the front line so we can create some space. What more do you want from me? And then after all that, at the end of the half, if you lose the half, at the end of the half, there will always be somebody in the chat talking about, I think we need more heals. Jeff, can you swap off? Brother, I've got 50,000 heals in the first half. How much more do you need? If I'm healing you and keeping you in the fight, and then you push too far and I can't heal you anymore, you're cooked either way. No amount of heals is going to keep you from dying there, bro. I don't know what you want me to say about that. You just push too far into the enemy backlines, and you can't just jump back. I mean, you got to run back, so you're just getting shot in the back the whole time. That's not on me. That's more on your position to stay alive. Sit behind some cover, pick up some heals. I can get you back to full health in about half a second, but if you don't get a little bit of cover before going back into the fight and you just die, bro, you just want to be able to be in a healing ult the whole time, a support ult just to stay alive? What are you doing? And maybe this is just my experience from being in about mid to low diamond. Maybe that's just my experience, that the tanks are just, maybe they're lackluster. I don't know. But it seems like as soon as the tanks go a little bit too far and they can't get back and they can't get healed, or maybe the DPS is going too far into their lines and then trying to come back after flanking the healers and coming back and being like, oh man, you didn't heal me when I came back. Brother, you're halfway across the map. I can't even reach you from over there. Maybe freaking Rocket can shoot his little bubbles into the corridor that you're in, but buddy, I gotta see you to heal you, which that's a lot of the healers, except for Rocket. So, buddy, there's nothing more we can do about that. You just gotta maybe change your positioning, maybe come back when you're a little bit more health so that you can make it to the healers, and you'll be fine. All I'm saying is that Jeff is single-handedly able to keep two tanks alive. for extended periods of time, basically making them invincible. There's not a lot of freaking tanks that are just gonna run into the fight and just start wailing on people while being healed back to full health, other than being healed by Jeff. There's not really another healers that can do that, because I can just spray and slide my mouse left and right, and I'm healing the whole team. Everybody's staying alive. Everyone's doing their thing. But there's not a lot of healers that are going to do that. So that's all I'm saying. And I feel like Jeff mains or people who play Jeff and enjoy playing Jeff are going to understand what I'm saying. Everyone else may not, but I know there are people that understand exactly what I'm talking about. So that's all I'm saying. That's all I wanted to get across to you guys today, bro. So if you liked the video, man, go ahead and give it a thumbs up. Drop a comment. If you didn't, drop a like. Definitely drop a comment on who you think the best healer is in your personal opinion. Until next time, guys, peace.